This is the Let's Master English podcast, and I'm your host, Coach Shane. How you doing? Coach Shane here, everybody. Great to have you back for the Let's Master English podcast. Do you know who I am? Some of you might not. My name is Coach Shane, S-H-A-N-E, Shane, that's my name. I've been teaching English for almost 40 years. I can't believe it. December 1986 is when I first started teaching. And I help adults, not really, I don't really help kids or students, adults, people probably like you who need English to communicate. Maybe you just want to listen to podcasts. You want to watch TV shows. Maybe you have some friends. Or maybe you've immigrated to the United States and English is tricky. It's not that much fun. Or, maybe you need English for work. Yeah, you have to learn English. Well, those are the people I help. So if that's you and you're interested in really having fun mastering English, learning to feel comfortable with English, then I'm your guy. I'm the one that can help you, probably, me and my team. So if you'd like a free lesson, you can just send us an email, contact@letsmasterenglish.com. We have listening and speaking lessons. If you go to my website, letsmasterenglish.com, you can simply sign up for the newsletter, and that we will send you automatically a speaking lesson, which is really cool. Of course, we have our community too. And if you're listening in August of 2025, right now you can get in for free. This is going to change. It's never going to be expensive, but the thing is, when it's free, we get lots of people, including lots of spam, and managing the spam, people who want to sell something or weird people, just there's weird people out there. So when it's free, we have to deal with that issue. So we figure if there's a paywall, like $5 a month, something like that, that's not too much, right? Then we get rid of all the spam. So right now it is free and I'm handling it, but it's not going to be free forever. Don't worry, it's never going to be expensive. And if you get in now, it'll be free forever, okay? So you can listen to this podcast, the full podcast. We have lots of great things to do for free. Of course, there are classes too, and you have to pay money for the classes, but there's lots of great stuff in our community. And the website, school.com/LME. And I'm going to say it, school, SKOOL.com, COM/LME. Okay? School.com/LME. Thank you for joining me. The Let's Master English podcast number 133. This is the week of August 11th, 2025. One of our community comments from Lily, she said this, the harder the better. Yeah, we have a DDM course, which is a listening course, and we had our lesson DDM 995, almost 1,000 lessons. And this is what Lily said. DDM 995 is great because I actually learned quite a few phrases and words. I got one of the difficult answers right, but I couldn't make sense of it, so I changed my answer. Making mistakes is the easiest way to remember, at least for me. The harder, the better. I love it, Lily. That's exactly right. Making mistakes is the best way. It really is. But people get embarrassed. Oh my God, I made a mistake. Don't be embarrassed. That's how you learn. And also Serge. I think everybody knows Serge. Serge Gray in our community. He's an outstanding member. He created a poll, POLL. Are you Team Friends or are you Team Seinfeld? Which American sitcom, TV show, do you like better, Friends or Seinfeld? Now, if you don't know Seinfeld, you can't vote. And if you don't know Friends, you can't vote. You got to know both of them, and the votes are coming in. What about you? Do you know the Friends sitcom? Ross, Rachel, Monica, Phoebe, Joey, Chandler. Do you like them? Yeah? What about Team Seinfeld? Jerry, Elaine, George, Kramer. Do you like them? Who do you like more? If you have an opinion, get to our community and vote. We got such a fantastic podcast coming up. If you are a music member, if you're in our community, you're going to hear songs by Sade, Sting, Alphaville, Mark Ronson, Eminem, Iggy Pop, Tears for Fears, Paramore, Lipka, this is summertime, Lana Del Rey, Outliers and John Fogerty and CCR, and The Cars. The Cars are kicking us off. Just what I needed. News coming up next.
Let's master English. Yeah, you can do it. Coach is the guide who will help you prove it. Grammar, pronunciation, it's all inside. Say it loud, say it clear, say it right. Let's master English.
A new study says letting your mind wander can make you more creative and focused. When you daydream, your brain resets, helping you solve problems better. Researchers found that people who take short breaks to let their thoughts drift come up with more ideas. This is great news for students and workers. So next time you're stuck, try daydreaming for a few minutes. It might spark a great idea. A survey found that Americans stay up late not for Netflix, but for social media. Over 60% of people check apps like TikTok or Instagram before bed, losing sleep. This habit affects their health, causing tiredness and stress. Experts suggest setting a phone-free time at night to rest better. So put down your phone early and get some sleep. And finally, a study shows humans' connection to nature has fallen 60% in 200 years. People today spend less time outdoors, missing out on nature's benefits like relaxation and health. Cities, technology, and busy lives are the main reasons. Researchers urge everyone to spend more time in parks or gardens to feel happier and healthier. Let's get outside more. There you go. 3 stories. Nothing too big in headlines, but interesting. Some research stuff. It's all basically research, right? Yeah. So let's go back to the first story. A new study says letting your mind wander, W-A-N-D-R, wander, daydream, dream. So right now what are you doing? Are you driving to work? Are you washing dishes? Are you laying in bed? Well, you're listening to my voice, so your mind is actually focused. But for a second, just relax. Imagine the color green. Green things like green trees. Did you see a tree today? Yeah. What was happening? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to make your mind wander. To wander means to go someplace, but there's no destination. It just starts thinking. It doesn't go anywhere. It's moving. You're thinking of different things, but you're not. You're probably supposed to be concentrating on something. If you're driving, be careful. Drive. If you're in bed, go to sleep. If you're at school, study. If you're washing dishes, do not drop that glass. Be careful. You need to focus. But we always, our minds wander, right? Even when we drive. Yeah, sometimes I'm driving and I'm like, oh my God, I'm home. How did I get home? My mind was wandering the whole time. That's terrible. That's scary, right? But anyway, a new research, a new study says letting your mind wander can make you more creative and focused. Really? Creative, okay, maybe. Focused? But if your mind is wandering, that's the opposite of focus. Why is this? Well, here we go. When you daydream, when you let your mind wander, your brain resets. Oh, it like restarts. Wow. Helping you solve problems better. Wow, interesting. Researchers found that people who take short breaks to let their thoughts drift, to let their minds wander, to daydream, those people who do that come up with more ideas. This is great news for students and workers. So the next time you're stuck, you can't think of, you're focusing on work, but work is not working out. You're trying to solve a problem, but you can't do it. You're trying to finish a project, but you can't do it. The next time that happens, try daydreaming for a few minutes. It might spark a great idea. Yeah, I like it. Worth a try. I think it happens naturally for me. I focus a lot, but sometimes I get distracted, start daydreaming, or my boys distract me. That's not daydreaming. Ugh, my boys. All right, the second story. A survey poll, P-O-L-L, a survey found that Americans stay up late. I'm sure you do too. Not for Netflix. Netflix, watching TV. That's not the reason. But for social media. Oh, my God. Over 60% of people check apps like TikTok or Instagram before bed, losing sleep. What about you? Are you guilty? I am. The apps that I check are Instagram and X, formerly known as Twitter. Yeah, those are the apps that I check before I go to bed. And I'm very embarrassed to say sometimes I fall asleep with my phone in my hand. The last couple of days I've been pretty good. I really try not to do that, but it's so interesting. Some of those videos are so funny. Ugh, it's really bad. But I'm sure I lose sleep because of it. And this habit, watching Instagram and TikTok when you're supposed to be sleeping, this habit affects their health, causing tiredness and stress. Well, I understand the tiredness, but why stress? Because you're feeling guilty? I don't know why the stress. Experts suggest, of course, setting a phone-free time at night to rest better. We know that. We know that, right? You know that. I know that. We're not supposed... But it's not easy because it's so funny. Did you see that video? I'll send it to you. I send videos to my wife. I think I send more videos to my wife than I talk with my wife. That's terrible. So put down your phone early and get some sleep. Yeah, that's true. Nothing new there. And then the next story too, nothing new at all, but it's so important, right? A study, research, shows humans all across the world, connection to nature has fallen 60% in 200 years. Of course. 200 years ago, most people lived in the country, right? 200 years ago, lots of people lived in the country on farms and stuff like that. The cities weren't so big. Not as many corporations 200 years ago. Can you imagine 200 years ago? Think about where you live right now, your house. Look around. Maybe it's a city, maybe it's the country. 200 years ago, imagine what was there 200 years ago. Nothing, right? Unless you live in a big city. You guys, I used to live in Korea, South Korea, Seoul, South Korea. And I was there in 1986. I remember when the first McDonald's opened in South Korea. It was in Apgujeong-dong. And I rode my bike there. In that area were rice fields. It was a completely farming area. Rice fields everywhere. And a McDonald's. Oh, yeah, they had the Hyundai apartments and the rice fields. That was about it. It was amazing. Now, if you go there, nothing but buildings. You wouldn't imagine a rice field. And that was, 40 years ago? That was 40 years ago. 200 years ago? Oh, my God. Of course, our connection to nature has fallen by 60%. That's a lot. People today spend less time outdoors. Yes, I am guilty. Missing out on nature's benefits, like relaxation and health. Every morning and every night, I walk my dog. So I get outside every day, rain or shine, whatever the weather. I'm outside with my dog walking every day. But outside of that, not much more. which is really terrible. Thank God my boys spend a lot of time outside. Yeah, they spend a lot of time outside. But myself, my gosh, I'm like inside all the time. That's just not good. Last year, I went golfing quite a bit with my boys. This year, no money. Oh, yeah, I need to get outside. Right now, I should go outside. Bye. I'm back. Cities, technology, and busy lives are the main reasons. You're busy, right? I am too. We are busy. There's no time to go outside. Researchers urge everyone, of course, to spend more time in parks or gardens to feel happier and healthier. And that is true. So this morning, I took my dog Moose for a walk. But then after work, I worked in the morning. Yes, every day. I'm recording this on Sunday, so I work every day. But around 10:30, 11 o'clock, I took my boys to a park and we had a walk. And it was nice. It was like really hot and the sun was shining. But anyway, I did feel happy and I did feel healthy. It was nice. Boys were running around. Yeah. I don't go to parks very often, but when I do, I feel good. Let's get outside more. It's really important. Are you listening to this podcast outside right now? You are so great. I know some of you do. Serge is riding his bike or walking outside right now in Moscow. Let's see. Gulistan, I know, is exercising in the morning. She waits for my podcast. I hope this got to you on time, Gulistan. In Turkey, is it Istanbul? Is that where you're at? I don't know. I think, yes, Istanbul, I think, is where Gulistan is. What about you? Where are you? Where are you listening to this podcast? Oh, I know Alex Marcos is listening to this while he drives his beautiful daughter, Isabella, to school. By the way, Isabella's birthday is coming up. Yeah, I'll talk about that in the birthdays section. And she likes Coach Shane. I'm sorry, she likes Country Shane more than she likes me, but that's okay. Isabella. Hi, Isabella. I know they're driving to school right now, so that's really cool. But where are you? I would really love to know where you are. Hopefully outside in nature somehow. All right, we're going to listen to the news stories one more time, and then we got some music. Speaking of outside in the country, Coral was saying how the weather was really, really hot in China, but now it's the rainy season, so that's going to cool things off. So I've got a great song. Do you guys know CCR? Maybe not. Unless you're my age, you definitely know CCR, John Fogerty. Well, this is a remake of Have You Ever Seen the Rain, The Outliers, and John Fogerty and CCR. And then summer's almost over. Does that make you happy or sad? We've got Lana Del Rey with Summertime Sadness coming up. Pretty cool video. Check those videos out, guys. If you're in the members section in our school.com/LME area, you can watch the music videos, and they're pretty cool. All right, let's listen to the news stories one more time. Here you go. A new study says letting your mind wander can make you more creative and focused. When you daydream, your brain resets, helping you solve problems better. Researchers found that people who take short breaks to let their thoughts drift come up with more ideas. This is great news for students and workers. So next time you're stuck, try daydreaming for a few minutes. It might spark a great idea. A survey found that Americans stay up late not for Netflix, but for social media. Over 60% of people check apps like TikTok or Instagram before bed, losing sleep. This habit affects their health, causing tiredness and stress. Experts suggest setting a phone-free time at night to rest better. So, put down your phone early and get some sleep. And finally, a study shows humans' connection to nature has fallen 60% in 200 years. People today spend less time outdoors, missing out on nature's benefits like relaxation and health. Cities, technology, and busy lives are the main reasons. Researchers urge everyone to spend more time in parks or gardens to feel happier and healthier. Let's get outside more.
Where education and entertainment come together. Let's master English. Do it.
How you doing, everybody? This is Country Shane, and I'm bringing you the facts. Coach Shane was talking about connecting with nature. Oh, it's so important. 20 minutes in a park or in a forest or on the ocean beach lowers your stress hormones by 15%. That makes you a happier person. People in the hospital, if they can see trees, they recover faster and they need less pain medication. And just listening to birds singing or water flowing can lower your heart rate in only 5 minutes. Get out there like me in the country and enjoy a country life. Thank you very much, Country Shane. Yeah, the country life. You know what? I think if you're younger, especially if you're younger, the city life is everything. It's so cool, right? It's fun, especially if you're single. The city life is best. But I think also later when you get older, especially if you have children, but not necessarily if you have children, you can be single too, the value of living in the country or the value of the country is great. It's valuable. It's almost a luxury. Of course, the perfect scenario would be to live in the country and work in the city, but then there's lots of driving and stuff like that. But even if you live in the city, I hope you live near a park. Even if it's a small park, they say living near a park cuts the risk of heart disease by up to 10%. So go to the park. Yeah, enjoy it. Get outside. Do what you can. Yeah, I hope you can. Make a change. Some of us, we have to make a change, right? This is a request song. It's actually, I think it's a couple of French guys called Lipka singing Change and Joy. Tips for mastering English. Yeah, we've got a phrasal verb this week, as always. We've got a listening tip and a communication tip, too. So the phrasal verb of the week is to check out. Check, C-H-E-C-K, out, O-U-T. And I believe you know check out, right? The most common definition, the one I'm sure you know, means to look at something or to examine something, to observe or to explore. So I have a couple great sentences. Hey, let's check out that new cafe downtown. Let's check out that new restaurant downtown. And of course, at the library, she checked out the book from the library. My son checked out a DVD from the library. Here's another definition, and you know this one too. To leave a place, especially a hotel, to depart formally. So, for example, we need to check out of the hotel by noon. You know that one, right? But did you know you can use it here too? Hey, where's Shane? He should be at the conference. Oh, he checked out of the conference early to catch his flight, to get on an airplane. Another definition of to check out is to investigate or to confirm, to verify, to research. Hey, can you check out if the store is open? I checked out her story and it's true. I'm going to give you one more definition of to check out. To lose interest, to stop paying attention to disengage. This is a great usage. He checked out during the boring meeting. What does this mean? That means he was at the meeting, but he was daydreaming. He checked out during the boring meeting. That means he stayed at the meeting, but he was disengaged. He stopped paying attention. He lost interest. He checked out. He was daydreaming. Hey, don't check out while I'm explaining this. Are you listening to me? Are you focused on what I'm saying? Don't check out. All right, let's go to a listening tip. This is a lot of fun. So you guys are listening to my podcast, right? So you're listening to it maybe the first time. Well, if you have a chance, listen to it again. You don't have to listen to everything. But this is what I want you to do. Listen to my podcast or any short English podcast or a video clip. It doesn't matter. 1 minute, 2 minutes, whatever. Pause after each sentence and guess what the speaker will say next. Now, because you're already listening to this podcast, you kind of know what I say, but will you remember everything? This is really fun. This is a great listening tip. Check if you're right by continuing to listen. This improves your focus, so you can't check out, and it helps you understand context in real conversations. That's when you don't know what's happening. This is a great listening tip. I hope you try it. And here's a communication tip. Use emphasizers to sound engaged. Use emphasizers, big adverbs, to sound like you're really, really interested. So words like really and actually and definitely. Those are strong words, and they show interest and they show agreement. So, for example, oh, that's interesting. Make it better. Oh, that's really interesting. Or, oh, yeah. I agree with you. Make it better. I actually agree with you. Oh, my God. Yeah, I totally agree with you. Totally. And finally, oh, it's a great idea. Oh, that's a great idea. It's definitely a great idea. That's definitely a great idea. Use these emphasizers. It really adds to the connection that you will make with the person who's speaking, okay? Practice these, make your speaking more lively and natural. You're going to sound great. English is tough. Paramore sings about hard times. I like this song. The weekly speaking challenge. Last week's theme, a time you thought something was real, but it wasn't. Okay? So you were looking at something and you said, oh my God. And then you realized, oh, wait, it's not what I was thinking. Okay? So now normally I only like to pick one person or two people. But this week, so many of you sent in your recordings. And we have some new people, new names. So this is the last time I'm picking 3 people, but I'm going to pick 3 people today, and I'm not going to do it anymore. It's going to be one person or two people from now on. But send in your recordings and listen to each other, okay? Listen to each other. So our first highlight is Ana Gabriela Costa.
3 months ago, my husband and I visited the Botanic Garden Museum in Rio. One of the rooms was hosting an exhibition about the Atlantic forest biome. Among the exhibits, there was a small plant with a flower on top and a tiny thing that I couldn't identify at first. So I looked down at its caption, which said, pollinizing tree frog. Then I looked up and almost froze because that ugly, disgusting thing seemed so real that I instantly stepped back, terrified. I have a phobia of frogs from past experience as a child.
Oh no, frogs. F-R-O-G-S, frogs. Yeah, I was going to put a picture of frogs, but then Anna would hate me, so I didn't. Next, I have San Puente. Oh my God, this is so scary, but I believe it.
I saw something when I went to the bed. I thought it was a Grim Reaper, but it was just a hoodie with its hood hang on the door.
The Grim Reaper. Do you guys know the Grim Reaper? Look it up. Google it. Grimreaper. The Grim Reaper. Oh, Sanwit, I totally can imagine that situation. That sounds scary. Wow. Very cool. And finally, we had frogs. We had the Grim Reaper. And now what do we have? Ada.
I was little. I saw a snake coiled in the grass one day. Its head was up. I was scared. I stood far and watched it for a while. It didn't move. I got brave and walked closer. It was a straw rope. It really scared me. Since then, I'm always careful to tell a straw rope from a snake.
Yes. It was not a snake. It was a straw rope. It was a rope, but it looked like a snake. I loved it. Ada, you are a great storyteller. Don't you think so, everybody? Totally agree. Okay, so this week's theme, much easier. A time you felt connected to nature. Yeah. Maybe it's every day for you. I don't know. I know, for example, Evelyn, she has an amazing garden. And she tends to her garden. Beautiful tomatoes. I know Alex in Russia, in the Kursk area of Russia, he also has a big garden. He just built a fence. He's got a canoe. He's in nature all the time. So I know a couple of you are in nature a lot. You send me pictures, beautiful pictures of places that you are or places that you've been. So the questions to answer, number 1, where were you in nature? Number 2, what did you see or feel? And number 3, why did it make you happy? So my example sentence, I was in a forest. I saw tall trees and I heard birds. It made me happy because I felt calm. Keep it short and simple. So this time, once again, some of you were over 20 seconds. I understand. So I understand. But try your best, because I've yelled at people. I've yelled at Serge. I've yelled at Margarita, I think. Keep it under 20 seconds. Do your best. Keep it concise and be clear so we understand everything you're saying. And of course, have fun. When you're making your recording, I do recommend you record with your smartphone. Those speakers, those microphones rather, are really good. They're the best. They tend to be better than some of the computer microphones. But whatever way you want to do it, that's fine. Again, if you're in our school.com/LME community, you can upload your recordings right under this podcast. Okay? All right. Time for another song. Mad World, stepping back to the 80s with Tears for Fears. It is August 11th, 2025, the 223rd day of the year. There are 143 days left in 2025. Celebrations and holidays happening this week. Today, August 11th, Play in the Sand Day. That's really cool. My boys like to play in the sand. It is also Son and Daughter Day. Cool. I have 2 boys. I'll make sure they play in the sand. Tuesday, August 12th is World Elephant Day. I like that. It's also International Youth Day. Cool. And National Vinyl Record Day. If you're my age, you know what a vinyl record is. Remember vinyl records? After vinyl records, we had cassette tapes. After cassette tapes, we had CDs. After CDs, we had MP3s. And now it's just a stream, right? Do people download music anymore? Am I the only one? I think people just stream music. I don't know how it works. Yeah, I have CDs. I wish I had vinyl records. I used to. I wish I did. August 13th is International Left-Handers Day. That's cool. I think my son Jimmy's a left-hander. He seems to use both at this point, but I think he tends to use his left hand more. And it's also Filet Mignon Day. Do you like steak? Filet mignon is steak, a type of steak. F-I-L-E-T, filet mignon, M-I-G-N-O-N. It's French, and I apologize because my French pronunciation was probably terrible. August 14th is National Creamsicle Day, which is basically it's ice cream on a stick. Basically, ice cream on a stick day. Sounds good. It's also World Lizard Day. I'm guessing Anna, if she doesn't like frogs, and Ada ate it too, if she doesn't like snakes, those 2 ladies probably do not like lizards. I actually like them. August 15th is National Relaxation Day. Relax. And it's also World Great White Shark Day. That's scary. August 16th, National Rum Day. Do you like rum? I do, actually. I like rum and orange juice. Bacardi rum and crushed ice with orange juice. Absolutely delicious. August 16th is also Tell a Joke Day. And it's National Roller Coaster Day. How cool is that? And finally, August 17th is National Thrift Shop Day and Black Cat Appreciation Day. There you go. Lots of fun things to celebrate over the week. We've got birthdays coming up. So in light of birthdays, we got Eminem's We Made You. It's actually a really funny video. So if you're watching this stuff, check out the video. It's pretty funny. Before that, though, a real classic, Iggy Pop, Real Wild Child. So many people think it's Billy Idol singing this song, and he definitely could. Billy Idol could definitely sing Real Wild Child, and it would be perfect for him, but this is actually Iggy Pop. I hope you like it. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Celebrity birthdays this week. Oh, heartbreaking. Today is August 11th. Hulk Hogan, a wrestler and politician in the United States, very, very famous guy in the 80s and 90s. He just passed away. He would have been 72 years old today. Chris Hemsworth, 42. That's Thor, if you watch Hollywood movies. August 12th, Casey Affleck, 50. Manchester by the Sea, that's Ben Affleck's brother, Casey Affleck. He's 50 years old. August 13th is Captain America's birthday, the actor Sebastian Stan. He's 43. August 14th, remember the 70s show, the sitcom That 70s Show? Mila Kunis is 42. She was married to that guy. What's his name? Ashton something like that. He was married. Anyway, Steve Martin, if you like comedians, and he's also been in some great movies. Steve Martin will be 80 years old. Halle Berry, famous actress. I think she won an Oscar, right? Monsters Ball. She's 59 years old on August 14th. On August 15th, Jennifer Lawrence will be 35 from The Hunger Games. And Ben Affleck, there you go. Ben Affleck's birthday is August 15th. He's 53, actor and director. August 16th is Madonna's birthday. She's going to be 67. And director James Cameron is going to be 71. Madonna's going to be 67? Oh, my God. I thought she was closer to my age. Wow. Does that mean I'm really old? Damn. Yeah. Anyway, August 17th, Robert De Niro is 82. He's the actor from The Godfather. And Sean Penn, who was married to Madonna. He's married. His birthday is August 17th. He's going to be 65. Do you know Sean Penn? Actor, director, Mystic River. Yeah. More importantly than all these celebrities, though, on August 12th, Ana Gabriela Costa celebrates her birthday. So our sincere wishes to you, best wishes to you, Anna, on your birthday. And Isabella Marcos. Isabella will celebrate her 7th birthday today, August 11th. Happy birthday to you. Oh, wait. Country Shane, yeah, can you come over here? Can you sing happy birthday? All right, cool, thanks. Let's sing it together, okay? All right, here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Isabella. Happy birthday to you. Hi. Yeah. How you doing, everybody? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Isabella. Happy birthday to you. Woohoo! Happy birthday, Isabella. Thank you very much, Country Shane. Isabella, 7 years old. My goodness. My son, Mikey, he's 7. Maybe one day you guys can get together. Yeah, I apologize to Isabella's family, but I don't know about you, but I want my boys to get married as soon as possible and have lots of smart kids and be really happy and rich. Happy birthday, Isabella. Have a great day. Whatever you're doing today, seriously, happy birthday. So for Isabella, we have kind of a cool song. It's Uptown Funk by Mark Ronson and Bruno Mars. And I think Ana Gabriela will like that song too. And another great song. This is kind of appropriate for birthdays. forever young. Hopefully, however old you are, you're feeling good. And you're feeling young. Forever Young by Alphaville. That brings us to the end of another Let's Master English podcast. I hope you had a good time. I hope you learned something. Why do I create this? I create it for you so that you can listen to something in English and hopefully understand most of it. I explain things, but not too much. My pronunciation is intentionally very clear. I try to sound very clear, so that's going to help you. The vocabulary I use, I try to use the words that you studied in school, so that's very beneficial too. It builds your confidence. It really does. And we have things to do. We've got the weekly speaking challenge. Again, thank you to everyone who sends in their recordings. Please listen to each other. I want you guys to participate. If English is important in your life, you want to really improve your speaking, improve your listening, then I do encourage you to study with me. We have lessons, and there's of course, we have free stuff, but there's paid lessons too. This is my job, so you can help me out. And we have a variety of prices and different memberships. So if you ever have any questions, just ask. Just ask. I'm right here. You can send an email, contact@letsmasterenglish.com. You can go to our community, school.com/LME. And just ask. I'm ready. If you're on Spotify, I see the messages on Spotify. You can leave a message there on Spotify too. But anyway, I want you to join me. Get serious. We are serious. We don't mess around. Oh, and by the way, if you join our classes, you will get one-on-one personal training. It's incredible. Yeah, we give you everything we can so that you succeed. We don't want to waste your time. We want to fix your problems, build your skills so that English becomes enjoyable to you. All right? That's just me. That's the shape of my heart, and I'll always be by your side. The shape of my heart is big, red, and it's for you, and I will always be by your side. Oh my God. This is amazing. Our closing songs are that. Sting's Shape of My Heart and Sade's By Your Side. Oh my God, that's amazing. I can't believe that. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. If you did, please share it on TikTok and Instagram and whatever you use. Please tell your friends, oh my God, you got to check out this podcast. Share the links, please. It helps me so much. I greatly appreciate it. Enjoy the final two songs. Get into my community, school.com/LME, and together, let's master English.